Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Panzer Corps 2. I'm playing the Grand Campaign, or the Axis Operations first one, called Spanish Civil War. So, last episode was a bit of a failure with the voice not recording, so yeah, I decided to match two episodes together because I played the last mission in two episodes, and well, because I played them in a row, neither of those had a voice audio, so I decided to put them together and make them into one. But it also means that the briefing for this one is not there. I can't restart it, of course, because this is Ironman mode. So I'm gonna have to go for the chat for a bit. And I will also explain what I did so far. Greetings once again, Herr General. I'm happy to see you have arrived here as quickly as you have. I'm certain the good lieutenant is at least partly to thank for your timely arrival. He certainly lives up to stories I've heard of German efficiency. That is Capitana Vega, by the way. Wagner turns a shade of red, but merely nods in appreciation. I'm sure you have many questions, but time is of the essence, so I must be brief. We need your help to repel major Republican counteroffensive here at Brunete. We have to hold it and capture all victory objectives. So, Torrelodones and Valdemorillo and this city here, which we can't see. The Republican offensive has been underway for several days already, and so far we've been able to hold them off, but it's only a matter of time before they launch new assault waves, and the reserve of Spanish infantry is perilously low. I can only offer you minimal Spanish reinforcements in this battle. My general, this is then again Wagner. I've reviewed the maps and it looks like the Republicans are advancing across some relatively flat ground. Good for our panzers, but it means we should expect a lot of Republican armored support. I would wager we'll encounter more than a few of their formidable T-26 tanks, as we can already see here. At the very least, we must hold Brunete, but if possible we could actually counterattack and attempt to capture the enemy headquarters at Torrelodones. I would be cautious with going on the offensive so soon. Scouts have reported more Republican reinforcements are moving to assault our positions, as well as to fortify the gains they've already made. Understood. It will be up to the general to decide how far we'll be advancing then, to victory, for Germany and for Spain. Indeed. So, as for what I've done, I've upgraded one of my tanks, one of the Trubias actually, to the T-26 as well, because, well, we have access to that now too. Then, besides that, I upgraded one of the fighters to the I-16 because we're in a bit of a pinch with the amount of core slots over here. And I changed one of the bombers to Junkers 87A, and that's our 3 upgrades for this mission. So we still have a couple of inferior units, but it's getting a bit less, so that's nice. And that's where we are at the moment, so let's start deploying. I can deploy this airfield, but that's a bit tricky. Not really sure whether that might be the best idea, although then again, yeah, I'd rather deploy here. If I can retake that airfield over here, then the enemy will be forced to go back to one of these further airfields. They do have more air units than I do at the moment. Oh. I do want anti-aircraft to be relatively close. I mean, I can't shoot them already. Oh, they actually have militia up here already. Oh. Huh. Alright. Well, I think it won't be too tough to deal with that, but let's get some of these guys up front. Then alright, I guess that's it. Alright, I got a new hero. I do remember it was a pretty poor one. It had 6 cents, so it is immune to ambushes. Which is kind of useless, actually. Immune to ambushes. On what would that be useful? Well, I guess I could put on a tank. Doesn't particularly matter. Just like I said, this is quite useless. Oh yeah, and I did elite replacements for all my units. That's yeah. So I don't want them to go on the offensive. Rather, I need them to hold Brunete. I guess I could also do hold position, but with this, that's not very effective, I think. Although this means they're gonna retreat. I guess that's fine for them as well. I can retake it, and that will give me some experience at least. Alright, so let's get rid of this militia first. I don't know whether they have units at the back, so we'll see. I guess these guys will still move up. But these militias are very likely to die, I think. Interesting that they indeed are using the weaker ones. I don't want to get onto a hill. So, as for a first turn, I think the AI will get kind of wrecked. These guys only have movement 4, which makes it a bit trickier as well. So they do have units on the flanks there too. It's good to know. Let's just start on that side, because I do want to finish it off, so I think this will probably give me an overrun here. It's unclear whether they will have forces there too. I think it's probably worth checking out, actually. They do up here. That's a problem against these guys. Yeah, probably indeed. The only thing I can do against it for now is do this, because I cannot move any other unit in there. And that's the best I can do. Not particularly amazing. Neither are these attacks. I actually don't think I want to engage them like this. 3-3 is just not great. I'll just I'll do this. This guy has unyielding, cannot be suppressed by enemy fire. Brigada Abraham Lincoln has infantry. And it has consolidator. Can consolidate more than normal strength into a single unit, thus increasing maximum overstrength, which the unit can have by 5. So it can get to 25 strength. That's kind of what it suggests. Because 20 would be the normal amount. I would say. Really unhappy with those enemy airplanes there. I might actually lose a plane myself this way, but we'll see. There we go. Surprised they're even attacking. Why? I told them to defend. Not to go after the enemy. Okay. Well, so far that's good. Uh-huh. I don't care if they attack my ground units, to be honest. I'd much rather have that. Okay, that's nice. And next turn is also gonna be good weather, so... that will also help. I almost want those militias to die so they don't spend points on repairing them, but it shouldn't go too over the top. $11 damage. Holy cow. Yeah. That kind of sucks. I should have checked it before. The flanks. Oh, no damage. That's nice. They're attacking into the minefield, so... Overrun? What? Unbelievable. Yeah. These guys are gonna die is beyond a doubt. BT5, huh? Huh. Still doesn't show them being encircled, even though they are. It's unfortunate. Let's see the result of that. That's very good. Okay. I'm naturally looking to deal with the fighters first. Though I'm likely to only be able to kill 2 so far. Okay, that didn't lead to its destruction. In fact, those are exceptionally poor odds. Alright, well, I got 1. Though it also means I cannot really bomb this turn. Still need to deal with the units in the rear. As well. Well, let's deal with these guys first. Really? 0 and 2? I think they will finish it off. I'll start with the AAC here. No, I want the tank. The tricky part against those is that I don't have a good follow-up attack like this. This 122mm. How many of those do I have left? 17, okay. So I can actually repair him. Let's get you onto the hill. Let's attack anyway. That's very nice. They'll very likely just repair, which is okay. They'll finish them off. At least I can't assume that. I should assume that. Move you here onto the high ground for better range as well. Now, I think I can also assume this BT to try and come down, but maybe I don't want them to bomb the BA-6 because I don't have any replacements for it, but I do have enough replacements for the T-26. It can't attack anything right now, so I'll just guard the bridge through this way. I know these guys can come down, but that's fine. My unit also has 1 star of experience, just like theirs, apparently. This is... Yeah, I need these guys to come down before I do such an attack. It's definitely too risky, I think. Just take a look. Okay, there's nothing else. If they want to take it, that's fine. They can't see that far. Where are you gonna go? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, let's still just put them there. I also want to start going for a wider flank so I can start encircling some of the enemy units. Naturally, they're gonna bomb that though, but... what can you do for now? Oh, they attacked there, huh? Please kill them. Thank you. Mm-hmm. No surprise. No surprise. Curious to see what this one does, but... how that works is beyond me. Like, really? 4 suppression and 2 damage from an I-15? That seems to me to be absurd, actually. Especially given it's 1 hard attack. Now, hopefully it won't get attacked, but... I want to see whether I need to protect that at all times or not, because that's insane. It has 6 air defense. Yeah, they're just out for these militias, that's fine. Mm-hmm. They haven't even come close to Brunete. It's interesting. So let's take a look at that attack. 10 strength, 64% accuracy, 15% to kill. So that's already super lucky. And then this too, so it's insane. One of the most insane high rolls that I've seen so far. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them got within this 35% range. Okay, well, let's take a bit of a peek what we might still be up against. Quite a few units still. But many of these, they're already a bit weaker. Still, encircling will be challenging. Like, I mean, against infantry, it's not too bad. You cannot target anything. But for sure, will I be moving these guys 2 ahead? Okay. 1 bomber down. Will I go for the fighter or for the other bomber? Bomber takes 2 fighters, then I have 2 fighters left over, so I can actually bomb, but then they still have 2 fighters of their own. It's definitely something worth thinking about. But I think I could actually benefit from some bombing attacks. So I think I am best off going after the enemy fighter, or enemy bomber, that is. And in order to not take any chances, I'll use 2 stronger fighters. That also protect some of the units out there. And then they still have their 2 fighters left, but that's okay. We'll try to deal with them as we go along. No. Guess I'll use you. That at least kills it. It's unlikely I'll get another threat from that side. The militias are weak, but okay, 9-6. I have no other artillery. Alright, let's bomb it then. 7-4. I'm gonna have to try it anyway. Okay. Very nice. If they want to go after the Rayo, that's gonna be fine too. I really don't care about that. Okay, so these guys are impervious to militias, which have 3 hard attack. They have 10 ground defense, so against that international brigade, they're gonna have some trouble. So I am probably best off even against them. They have a 5% chance for each attack, so it's not without risk. I actually have 10 heart attacks, so they are quite potent. So what I'll do is I'll back up my units with the anti-tank gun. And I'll hope that they'll look for a more suitable target and that they will not try to go after them. At the same time, I'm gonna pull back a bit. And do this. They would have a hard time breaking through this anyway. I think I'm relatively safe that way. So the only other thing that I can do here, spawn these guys. And I think they might need a bit of backup, so I'm gonna take these guys out here, and we do have that fighter to cover for them. That was not an amazing attack. I don't think. Militia against militia, that just doesn't really do it. No, sir, it doesn't. Gee. Even though it's at 20%. Oof, at least this one didn't do a whole lot of damage. They're really going for it against this tank. Okay. That's good. I needed to be survivor as well. Holy cow. Like usually, potentially losing units revolves around the enemy getting very lucky with some attacks, like this AAC. Let's hope they hold out pretty long, so more of their units are getting drawn into that, and less in here. I have only one retreat space, which is in here, so don't go after them. Okay. Yeah, that unit is rough. They encircled themselves. Okay, well that's why I put the recon there. Okay, good. It's fine. Cloudy weather, huh? Alright, they can escape. Good. And they are survivor now, so that also will help them in the future. These guys even have survivor level 2, I believe. Yeah, heroic defense level 2, indeed. 7 attacks in a single turn. That's a lot. 8 infantry points destroyed, 15 tank points destroyed. Yeah, they're not gonna get those very quickly. Anyway, thanks for watching this one. Do hope you enjoyed it. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.